Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to show you a great pot sticker recipe. This is actually the first recipe that I get to share with my wife's family and sort of break the ice. It's a great recipe and I'm excited to start, so let's dive in. All right, so the first thing we're gonna get started is making the filling for the pot stickers. It's just a nice little mixture of pork and some spices, but first I'm gonna slice up these scallions. Rachel, you got some ginger grating away, right?
How much ginger exactly do we need?
Just like a tablespoon. That's probably actually perfect.
Okay, perfect. So I'm just gonna...
Yeah, and I'm just gonna slice the rest of these up. And I'm actually gonna use some of these scallions for the dipping sauce later on.
This is the first recipe that Byron made to win over my brother. I started dating Byron and I called my brother up and I'm like, I'm dating this guy. And he's like, what? What do you mean? Who is this guy? And my parents already loved him. He already won my parents over, but my brother was a little skeptical. So he was doing like this big graduation party. And so I told Byron, I said, you should come to the party. And he's like, well, let me cook something. What is your brother like? And I was like, he loves pot stickers. So Byron cooked these pot stickers and these won my brother over, and the rest is history.
All right, so we got everything cut up and grated, so we're just gonna add everything to this mixing bowl. One thing is really important is making sure that you use pretty fatty pork. You want that really sort of rich flavor. It's nice to have a fatty ground pork. So when you ask your butcher, just make sure you ask for like a 70-30, you know, nothing too crazy, but that'll yield a really beautiful, rich pork product. This is gonna be the real fun part.
Oh, I love this
This is where the family gets together and has to join in, otherwise it takes hours and just way too long. All right, so you're gonna have your little wonton wrapper. And there's really a million different ways you can do this. Take a little bit of water.
And paint it, right?
Yeah, just paint the top of it. That looks great. You actually did a better job than I did. All right, so we're just gonna scoop just a little bit of this filling right in the center. And you kind of just have to guess, right?
Right,
you
yeah,
know,
that
you
looks
don't really know. That looks good. And then I'm gonna do mine. And then you get to compete with your family. Push it down the middle. Fold it over. Make sure that the meat's not poking out the sides. And once it's together, you have this nice little wonton. Get just a little bit more water on my fingers so it's damp. And you're just gonna pleat the edges. Funny enough, I learned this recipe when I was like 12 or 13, maybe even 11. And my best friend was Japanese, his mom was Japanese. She just had this great recipe for pot stickers. Very simple, obviously, as you can see, it's just a few ingredients. It's just a really fun recipe that brings the family together, and that's why I really like it.
Whenever we cook together, it always reminds me of when we met in culinary school.
Aww.
Actually, we met on Valentine's Day, which is kind of like ironic.
That is crazy.
And then we got locked in the freezer. Remember we got locked in, like they have like a big walk-in freezer at culinary school?
I think I kind of semi-wet staged that.
I didn't expect to meet a cute guy at culinary school. Can I just say?
I was like, as soon as you put on the makeup, I'm like, this girl likes me, it's way too easy. Now, one of the great things about this recipe is that you can really supplement a lot of different proteins for the pork. I know a lot of people don't like pork, but shrimp and chicken are just a great supplement. They're nice and lean. Everyone likes chicken, and shrimp is really decadent as well. Now, one of the things that really ensures that the meat's cooked inside is the steaming process, which I'm actually gonna do right now. And this is really going to just really thoroughly cook whatever's in this pan. So just gonna add just a few tablespoons all the way around. And then right away, we just cover it. If you guys are enjoying this recipe, make sure you go check out my channel, Byron Talbot. I have plenty of cool culinary tips and tricks and recipes of my own over there, so be sure to subscribe, and I know you guys are gonna enjoy.
Yeah, his channel's super yummy. It'll make you hungry. And if you're looking for beauty and lifestyle videos, you can subscribe to my channel, Rachel Talbot.
So these are gonna take about 3 or 4 minutes to cook, but while these are cooking, I'm gonna make my really simple dipping sauce. Scallion's already in there. Just some simple soy sauce. You know, this is the base of the sauce. You can go a little crazy with it. Some of the mirin. This is just like maybe a tablespoon or so. That's gonna add, you know, some sweetness to the soy sauce. And some fresh lime. This is the exact recipe that I used to make as a kid. Now, I'm gonna start taking the pot stickers out and letting them just sort of blot off on this paper towel. Nice little dipping sauce. There you go.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Looks good, huh?
Yep.
Smells good.
Smells amazing.
Yeah, you get first dibs.
Oh, I do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me how I did.
I'm really excited. Okay, I'll take this one. sauce.
The sauce is like, okay, I gotta have one now.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
It's just how I remember it as a kid. Lots of ginger, lots of really like robust flavors. But then the dipping sauce sort of just tones everything down, cuts to the fat of the pork, and just melds well with all the flavors that the pork's seasoned with. This was really easy to make, and it brings back just a ton of childhood memories that I just cherish.
Try this recipe out with your family, get everybody involved, and it'll bring you guys all together. So please be sure to subscribe to this channel because there are gonna be some more Talbot recipes on here, and we'll see you guys very soon. Bye.
Bye, guys.